Cheryl? Cheryl? Sweetie? Oh my God. Cheryl? 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 Cheryl!
Okay, right here, there's a photo album and a creepy little doll next to the gutted bus. I found that if I look at either of them, Harry will make a comment along the lines of, "It's not Cheryl's." And I found if I do that, I am more likely to end up in the bar near the end of this level. And since I want to meet Sybil, I'm just not going to look at them. I want to meet her, so I want to get to the diner. In this room, there's several items you can look at that you can make comments on, including this calendar. But I found that if I don't answer yes to the roleplay, he won't make his comment, which is usually hey. Over here we have a case of King's beer. I found that if you say you do enjoy a drink to relax, he will make the comment of this is not the time, indicating that he maybe already has a drinking problem. Since I didn't answer that, he's not making that comment. You can also look at this town map.
Silent Hill? But where am I?
And a little photo here. See if he says anything. Guess not. He might say, "Oh, cute kid," or something along that lines. Over here,
911.
this is
Phone's
a
out.
poster with some phone numbers we can actually call with Harry's cell phone once we have access. At this point in the game, we can't make these calls, so if you would like to call any of these numbers, you'll have to make note of them at this point, because once we leave this area, and after we get our phone, we can't get back over here. What's interesting is that there are several little nods to previous Silent Hill games here. There's a number for Alchemilla, Brookhaven, Riverside Motel, Lakeview Hotel. All these have been areas in previous Silent Hill games. Alchemilla, it was in Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill. Brookhaven was in Silent Hill 2, it was a mental hospital. I think it also was in Silent Hill 3, I think that was a hospital Heather visited. Riverside Motel was Silent Hill Origins. And Lakeview Hotel, of course, is from Silent Hill 2. You call them and you'll get a cute little message. You can either exit or explore the bathrooms. I'm going to go ahead and explore the bathrooms. Women's room, not really much you can look at here, except this toilet.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly. But I'm sure if you were James, you'd stick your hand down there. Wait, that's a poster.
Nice.
Wait, what was so nice about it? Okay. The men's room has a little bit more for you to look at. We got this graffiti about Cammy. At the corner here is a nice little nod to Silent Hill 3. It's a little hard to read, but it looks like it says, "This is your birthday." In Silent Hill 3, Heather Morris took a phone call on a payphone from this creepy guy who sang happy birthday to her. So I was thinking that, she was a little bit confused, like saying it's not her birthday. That might be a reference to that. You can look at another nudie mag here. Picture profile. That's about it. Oops. A couple things you can look at in here. You can look at the magazines. There's a photography, there's a gun magazine, there's a girly magazine. He'll usually say he doesn't have time. There's some beer you can look at. A lot of good environments in this game, if you take the time to look. Well, I just realized that the TV audio was coming, the audio was coming through the Wiimote. And that reminds me, if you have an audience and you want them to hear your phone calls, make sure to turn the TV audio on, or they won't be able to hear it. You'll only hear it through the Wiimote. Also, when you're recording, you probably want it to come through the TV as well, or the cell phone audio won't come through your video recording. Also, during this section,
Cheryl?
Harry is
Cheryl.
able to call for Cheryl by hitting the A button.
Cheryl? 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 Cheryl!
Fans of the original should probably recognize these street names. They were in there. They're also author names, since the original Silent Hill took a lot of references from horror movies and books, and things like that. Here we have to make our first choice, and it does affect your psych profile. You have a choice to enter Theresa's, which is a clothing shop, or Clear Picture, which is a video slash like DVD transfer store. Once you look into or enter one of these buildings, the other building will be locked for the rest of the game. So make sure you make a choice. That's the one you want to. Another thing to notice here is this billboard on the top. This often changes based on your psych profile at this point. I've seen it as the Bodkin. I've also seen it as a Brody insurance ad. And if you've already beaten the game and you're playing a new game on your same save, it's the UFO number. It's pretty cool. I found that if I go through Theresa's, I'm more likely to end up at the bar, and since I'd like to meet Sybil, I'm going to go through Clear Picture. Plus the puzzle's a little bit, I guess, harder. It's more than just opening some jackets. So we'll go through here.
Sweetie?
Unlock somewhere else.
You're fielding your calls? Christ, my wife just told me about the video. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? You wipe our wedding video? You knew that was the only copy. You can't replace that. Watch your backs.
This game, lots of variations. That answering machine, you can get several different types of messages. One might be the actual wife calling pretty angry, saying, "Watch your back." Another time, she kind of sounds really upset or drunk about her tape being ruined. So again, lots of neat little things to look at when you are here, when you replay the game.